What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the Civilization V AI only battle. It is now turn 202. I just didn't want to do this at the end of the last video, so I saved it for this video. We're now going to go over the info addicts, get some real in-depth information on what the civs are doing, how they're doing, maybe who is starting to pull away with a bit of a lead in the world. And I'm probably going to get more out of this than when we did it at turn 100, because at turn 100 lots have changed since then, obviously. And at turn 100 there's still lots of land available, so now this is more accurate representation of how the game is going. And obviously at turn 300 it will be an even more accurate representation, and so on. But let's start off. Population: Egypt pulling out in the lead, 18 million people. Iroquois in second with 13 million. The Huns doing well in third, with 12 million. Argentina there also on 12 million in fourth. Great Britain doing well in fifth with 11 million. Other ones to note: New Zealand and Korea are both the only other two to be above 10 million. The Zulu and Vietnam just behind. So let's look at who's low population. The Sioux have 90,000 people. Arabia, it's those one city civs, 280,000 Arabia. Persia 630,000. Mongolia doing pretty badly still when they have 4 civs, 850,000 people. So crop yield, who's doing badly? Greece only got 9. Obviously also we can see here Carthage, Congo, the Ottomans and America. 4 civs eliminated so far. So Greece 9 bushels in millions. The Sioux 12, so the Sioux having more than Greece is bad, but I assume Germany pillaging lots of tiles there. Arabia 24. Persia 29, again just the small civs really. But up to the big ones: Iroquois 327, 100 ahead of the Zulu, just showing how much land they have. Egypt just behind the Zulu by about 25, or no, 15. The Huns are then in fourth, Vietnam in fifth, then the Aztecs and Germany a little bit behind them. Production: Iroquois 314 million tons, that's 114 ahead of second in the Zulu. Egypt third, 184. Germany fourth with 144. The Huns in fifth, 133. GMP, it's gold, but again it's those sort of Iroquois, Zulu, Huns, Egypt. They're appearing as the top 4 regularly now. Land area: Iroquois 2 million square kilometers. Egypt 1.6 square kilometers, 1.6 million. The Zulu 1.4 million square kilometers. The Shoshone 1.3 square kilometers. The Huns 1.2 million square kilometers. Surprisingly, Great Britain in 6th, ahead of civs like Germany, which is incredible to think about it. I don't know if this includes sea tiles. It may do, but land it shouldn't. Military manpower, here's the one we all love to look at. The Zulu 194,000 soldiers. Obviously they are attacking the Songhai right now. The Iroquois 190,000 soldiers. The Huns 184,000. Shoshone 175,000. Vietnam up there again, although they're very far behind the top 4, 140,000. Very close with Spain, Egypt and France. That's surprising. It shows the Assyrians are not as strong as we thought. I mean, Assyria, wait, where are they? All the way down here, 28th. 95,000. I don't think the Huns have done that alone. I think Assyria is just starting to, maybe not as strong as we thought they were. I mean, they have lots of capitals. Anyway, approval does not matter too much, neither does literacy. Social policies: Great Britain 17. Poland, as expected, high up, 16. California, well, at least they're on something up here, 16. Siam and Vietnam 15. Then there's a fall down to 14. Happiness: Great Britain 67. Egypt 55, which is incredible with their population being so high. China and Brazil 51. France 49. Who's low on happiness? The lowest is the Soviet Union, then the Iroquois. So that is not, no one's below 0, so it's not going to matter too much. Text: Persia 29, Mongolia 30, the Sioux. These are the civs struggling, and there we said the Inca may have fallen behind a bit, and all actually of the sort of Native Americans, Aztecs, Mayans and Incans falling behind. Chile as well, compared to some ahead. They're on 33. Korea now pulling out a lead with 40 technologies. The Huns, Great Britain, Vietnam, the Zulu, Egypt, Iroquois, Argentina are all on 39. Siam 38, Brazil. So pretty much the lead civs, there's a top 4, and then there's sort of maybe 3-4 civs that could somehow maybe break into that top 5. So you've got the Zulu, Huns, Iroquois, and Shoshone, who are doing very well, although the Shoshone are sort of a clear fourth, but they're still far ahead of everyone else. And then there's civs such as Korea, Egypt, Great Britain, with a bit of a push. I'd say Germany could be there in a few sort of, once all their cities sort of population builds up a bit, they could definitely catch up. Anyway, cities, Huns 9, Egypt 9, Zulu 9. It's interesting, Egypt and the Zulu, the same number. Huns 9 again, Shoshone then 8, so again they're the top sort of 4. Oh, Iroquois 16, didn't see them there, scrolled past them. Germany though, there we go again, 8th, one of those civs that have a chance of catching up. Australia at 7, and they're sort of one we can't say much about, because until they get into a proper war, we don't really know what's going to go on with them. Science produced. The Zulu are producing the most science, them and the Iroquois, a lot more than Korea and Vietnam, who were ahead in technologies only a little while ago. Obviously Korea are now ahead, but Vietnam are up there. But other than that, there's not too much of importance. This is messed up. It's not even all the civs on there, and there's so many friendships going on. Historical data. What country is this? That is the Iroquois pulling away in terms of score. That's Egypt in 2nd. I think the Zulu are in 3rd. Military, it's a bit messed up. Is there a better one we can look at? These graphs are really hard to read. I guess it's easier in a small campaign. Anyway, so the World's Fair was passed, and so was arts funding. Okay, so it's interesting. So the Zulu should be about to grab Kabasa from the Songhai, which will pull them second, put them second in the number of cities. There's still a fairly large war going on between the Huns and Assyria, who maybe aren't as strong as we first thought they were. The Huns definitely were strong though when we looked over the info addicts there. Soviet Union, not doing too much. Germany are trying to take Athens and have failed miserably by the look of it. Don't know how France is still alive. I mean, they're about to be cut off, which may prevent them actually from getting their settler out. They've got to be quick before Spain's borders grow. Germany and Greece just peaced out. God damn it. Germany messed up again. That's not good news. Australia have got a lot of units here. They're definitely set. Poland, Syria. I said Poland have the choice. They can go after Greece, the Huns here if they get too weak. But even weaker than the Huns is Assyria, and with Istanbul they could definitely quickly sneak in here and try and do what Germany did to them and try to steal the Assyrian capital maybe. Let the Huns do the work and then sneak in. The Zulu are processing now. Okay, they're taking a while and they're just moving in for the kill by the look of it. The Sioux doing well to stay alive. The Iroquois have now grabbed a bit of Iceland. Did they settle up here? Maybe not. I think they've sent their settler back through their territory. I don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's over here now. The Aztecs, as we saw, falling behind technology-wise. The same with the Mayans. The same with the Incans and the Chileans. And Argentina and Brazil were sort of... they were ahead. In particular, at least in the south, the Iroquois are obviously very far ahead. Ramsey, Egypt, has just entered the industrial era. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so that means Korea must be in the industrial era, and we just didn't notice. So I haven't been reading too much of the notifications. But it just told me Korea were plotting against China, which is interesting, because China's starting to move some units through Mongolian territory by the look of it. Maybe to go reinforce this city even more. Maybe they feel safe here, but Korea could very quickly sneak in. Mongolia. Okay, that's not big. That is not as big as I thought it would be. Declaring war on Assyria, that's not going to matter too much. Mongolia v Huns would matter, because they'd be able to grab this back. Although the Huns are sending more and more up here. The Huns need to be careful. The northeast here, this city is well defended, but this 22 population city here is completely open. And it's feeding Attila's court. Oh no, it's not. It's going trading with that Persian capital, or what's the new Persian capital. So not that important. But the Soviet Union, if they weren't, I don't know, doing some sort of parade of military strength through Poland, they would be looking very strong. And no one likes the Huns anymore because Indonesia have just joined in. So and China just grabbed this island here. So good news for them. Maybe we'll see Indonesia in another war to take this from China. But Indonesia joined the war. Australia are already in it. So we're starting to see these civs that have been cut from civilization, really, early game, starting to get involved with the more global affairs. And Assyria is the big thing on everyone's mind at the moment. The Huns trying to get a job done, but they're spreading their units. They've just got too many musketmen. There's not enough crossbowmen, and they've got some horse archers. Not enough trebuchets or anything here to really do the job. How are the Zulu doing? They'll probably one turn away then from grabbing what will be, when they grab it, a 6 population city here, giving them access to Mali and Morocco as well. Probably, maybe the borders won't go up to Morocco, but definitely access to Mali and a very quick invasion of Bamako here if they needed to. How are New Zealand doing? Have they sent a settler anywhere yet? Come on, I want to see New Zealand win. Like, invade Australia, do something. I don't know how that would work, but just do it. Do it for the vine. Anyway. How is Germany is looking good? Germany is looking very good. It's a shame they didn't grab Athens, but they're looking very strong. I don't know where you'd go next if you were Germany, because Poland is very strong. Maybe they could probably launch a sneak attack on Warsaw and win, but they would probably lose some of their southern cities, which is the only problem. I think they should be going for Leeds. You know, they have the settler here. They have all these cities in the Baltic Sea. If they have Leeds, they can send them out into the Atlantic and continue to settle elsewhere. But Britain were very far up in technology, as we saw. How is Spain? Spain, I don't know what they're doing. They seem to be friends with the British. The Iroquois now, though, have great profits coming in to this North African, into the Mediterranean, which is heavily dominated by Ethiopia's very strong religion. So that's interesting. But it'll be interesting to see how well that religion survives if the Zulu were to take over the Ethiopians. And the big thing to notice about the 4 number 1 power, there we go, the Zulu just grabbed Kabasa, are their borders not quite giving them access to Mali, but an even bigger border with Egypt now, and obviously they now have a bigger border with the Malians, is that how you'd say it? If you're from Mali, a Malian? I don't know, that's how I'm going to say it. But that is pretty much done. The Songhai, they had a chance, but of being maybe that 5th place top civ, they don't have it anymore. So obviously it's the Zulu and Huns, who don't really border any other. The Huns border a few strong civs, but none as strong as them. Same for the Zulu, although Egypt are one of the possibilities to become powerful. The only real big border between 2 of the top 5 or top 4, as we've seen so far, is the Iroquois Shoshone. They were both, you know, around there a lot. The Iroquois are a bit stronger. The Shoshone were sort of 4th most of the time, and the Iroquois were number 1 most of the time. But that is the only border at the moment between major powers. They did have a war, nothing really came out of it, so we'll see how that goes. Obviously the Iroquois have failed against the Aztecs so far. Egypt versus, okay, this is probably going to be the fall of Athens. And is Poland still in a war with Greece? I think they are. So Poland or Egypt, one of them is going to take Athens. If Egypt grab that, it will be very big for them, because it gives them access to Germany, Poland, or Rome quite easily for a war. Rome are building up. Rome have just sort of settled and going, nope, we just want one city and we're going to defend it. Arabia and Egypt pieced out, but Arabia just, you know what, Arabia, I give them some credit for that. They said, you know what, everyone else is in a war with Assyria, why don't we join? We're going to send our 1 pikeman and our 1 crossbowman in and try. I think Assyria is okay. Problem is all their galleasses are trapped in the Red Sea. They could do with those here, because they are probably about to lose Persepolis. Now, are the Zulu? It looks like the Zulu may be ignoring what is left of the Songhai, going for the Songhai capital. Although there's a road, they could do it very quickly. There's 2 units left. I think they're maybe about to attack Egypt, which would be interesting. But who knows what they're going to do. I think it'll be interesting if they go for the Songhai capital. Wow. Britain and France attacking Germany. Now, Britain, that's not a big one, although they have their ship of the lines. They can attack the German units. Maybe Britain, this is a chance to go after Ankara, Cologne, Munich. Maybe. But that was big and unexpected. France and Britain. Credit to you as well. Germany are doing well. You've just decided to go and attack them. France sending their musketeers over. This could be big because there was a war previously between France and Germany, and it was a bit of a stalemate. No one won, and it sort of led to the end of France. They never really recovered and continued to expand or anything, and Germany's just pieced out with Arabia. And the Huns, are they going to get it done this turn? Are they going to get it done? Iroquois now into the industrial era. Quite a way behind the Egyptians. Although I say quite a way, they're only about 3 turns. It's just the turn's taken a very long time to process now. So, Darius, there we go. So that's just a sign of how far behind Persia are. Although Persia at 1 city, that's... yep, into the Renaissance era, they're going to be behind. And probably someone will take them out at some point. I assume it will be the Huns or India. Maybe they're friendly, who knows. And there we go, the Huns splitting Assyria from Mumbai, which gives a chance for India to maybe grab that. But the Persian capital is now in... It was Persia had it, then the Ottomans had it, then Assyria had it, and now the Huns have it. The Huns, surprisingly, they're one of the only civs of all the strong civs, the top 4, as we've mentioned so far, the Iroquois. They're the only one not to control anyone else's capital, I believe. Iroquois have Washington. The Shoshone have the former Sioux capital. Yep. And the Zulu have the Congo capital as well. But the Huns, I mean, the Huns don't, only now they do. I mean, they have the Persepolis now, but they didn't before. So maybe that's why people are not so angry towards the Huns. I mean, no one's appeared to be angry toward the top 4 really. They haven't really done much. Okay, let's just see. Korean army is currently marching towards a surprise attack against Genghis Khan. Ooh. Is this true? Doesn't look like it. There's a few units going over there, but not too much going on. The Zulu need to be careful here that they don't... Oh no, they destroyed the Songhai units. It looked like the Songhai were going to have so many impies. And Egypt is practically undefended in the south. They could probably steamroll 2 cities before Egypt even mount a defense. Because Egypt is focused on Athens. It should fall this time to either Poland or Egypt. I don't know which one. It's got to be one of them. Mali not doing much. Morocco not doing much. One of them has to just take the other 2 out. Of Mali, Songhai and Morocco. Or the Zulu's just going to walk through all 3 of them. And then maybe it can be a top 1 of just the Zulu on their own. Because the Iroquois, I don't know what the Iroquois can do. They need to attack the Shoshone, but that will cost them a lot of units. And they may even lose if the Shoshone get it right. Obviously here, this city is really well placed in the middle of the Great Lakes. Wow. But I think they should be going for California, San Francisco. They should be clearing up the Sioux, getting rid of them, and focusing more. Maybe then, once they've got those out the way, they can then sort of have a better access to the Aztecs. And why the Shoshone have not joined against the Aztecs surprises me. Maybe they see that they need the Aztecs to help against the Iroquois, who are growing even more within every turn. And there we go, the Shoshone did just grab 2 coastal cities along the west coast of the USA. So they now have the sea border with Japan in the Pacific, which is still free of any more settling. Indonesia now going for another city though. So that'll be interesting. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. If you have enjoyed, maybe you could leave a like. Maybe if you're feeling really generous and you want to make my day, you could press that subscribe button. I don't know if you really want to. But most importantly, please be sure to leave any feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think. And other than that, I hope to see you next time.